Did you ever try to go it alone, one-on-one with the boss? It's a mismatch. We all know that. That's why local unions have a collective bargaining committee to speak with unity for workers to management. But there's another kind of bargaining committee to help do your political collective bargaining. We call it a COPE committee, C-O-P-E. It stands for the AFL-CIO, Committee on Political Education. And your local can't fully serve its members without a COPE committee, any more than it can without a collective bargaining committee. What's so important about a COPE committee? Well, what's so important about politics? Politics reaches into the lives of every single one of us in hundreds of ways. The actions of office holders create or cost jobs, hold inflation down or send it soaring, affect the kind of health care you get and the price you pay for it. They determine the quality of schools your children attend, the fairness of the tax structure, the extent of workman's compensation if you're hurt on the job, and unemployment comp if you're out of a job. So, a local union COPE committee is important. It gives workers a little more say in the political decision-making process. Okay, how do you organize a local union COPE committee? It's simple. Just make the decision and go ahead and do it, and then choose its members. What kind of members? Active ones who work at it. You want a committee drawn from every department of your plant or every job site where your local union members work, so you'll be able to reach every member. How large a COPE committee? Experience shows it should be a large enough committee to do all that it has to do without overburdening its members. Remember, it's an all-year, every-year responsibility. If it winds up with just a few people doing all the work, it'll grind to a halt before it has a chance to get going. Be sure to include shop stewards, grievance committee members, and others the members recognize and have confidence in. Okay, you get a COPE committee going. What does it do? How does it work? What are its responsibilities? Let's put together a list. 1, registration. The goal, to get every union member and every voting age member of his or her family registered to vote. How? By working with your local Central Council's community-wide registration program, by providing lists for it when needed, by volunteering to help staff its COPE workrooms, by participating in its decisions, by talking up registration at the job site and union hall, by getting deputized as registrars if the law permits, so you can directly register your own members, by distributing to your members registration by mail forms where state law allows. 2, information. Learn the facts on local and national issues and then get the facts around. How? National COPE, your state COPE, your local council COPE, and your own international union all have materials on issues and candidates' records. Get it into the hands of members. Talk up the COPE-endorsed candidates on the job, at union meetings, in your neighborhoods, anywhere you and the members get together. But you know what? The best materials are the ones you do yourselves. There's a wealth of talent for this kind of thing, right there in your local union. Incidentally, if you need a hand, National COPE provides do-it-yourself suggestions. Oh yeah, we also suggest all our committee members subscribe to Memo from COPE, National COPE's regular newsletter. It's loaded with the basic information you'll need. 3, voting. On election day, get out the vote of every one of your registered members. How? Again, by working with your local Central Council and providing bodies for its election day operation in its COPE workrooms, or its carpools, or at the polls as a poll watcher, or any one of the dozens of election day activities that contribute to victory. Remember, The most important thing is double-checking your own members. At the job site, their home, wherever they are. Get them out to vote. Every single one of them. 4, money. One of the most important things you can do in your own local is collect those $2 contributions for COPE. Now, that's not much to ask a member for, $2. National COPE needs those funds badly to help elect the candidates we support. They're not getting it from the fat cats of the corporations, but you can bet their opponents are. How do you get COPE dollars? The best way is by going straight up to every member and asking for $2 for COPE face-to-face. Now, most members will give it if they're told why it's important. Sure, they'll have questions about COPE and how the money will be used, and they deserve answers from you. Remember, though, face-to-face with every member. That's the key to successful COPE collections. How are the COPE funds used? Every penny members contribute goes directly to candidates committed to goals workers share. COPE carefully considers where the money is needed most, what pro-worker candidates will use it best, the candidates your local endorsed, so that money given COPE by members will have its maximum effect. It's called getting a bigger bang for a buck, and COPE always gets it. Oh yeah, it could be that your fellow union members will be approached by the boss or his representative for contributions to their corporate political fund. A lot of firms have one, you know. Now, one thing's sure, their funds go to their kind of candidate. COPE funds go to our kind of candidate, and there's a world of difference. If you're doing your job among members, they'll tell the boss, thanks, but no thanks. I already gave to my union COPE. Okay, let's go over the responsibilities of your COPE committee briefly. 1, get members registered. 2, information on issues and candidates' records. Get it around to your members. 3, get your members out to vote on election day. 4, collect those $2 contributions for COPE. Don't be bashful about asking. The work you're doing is important, all of it. You can be proud of it. Maybe you're wondering what can come of all this activity we're talking about. You see this building? There are lots of senators and representatives here that local union COPE committees helped elect. They're doing their best for workers and their families. And remember, not only here at the federal level, but in all those state legislatures too. Incidentally, one of the things you should do is write to these office holders on the issues, and you should visit them when they're in their home district. You know, nudge them a little. So, what you'll be doing with your COPE committee is good. It's good for yourself, your family, your union brothers and sisters, your community, and your country. After all, everyone benefits from a COPE committee. We hope you agree. If you do, remember what we said earlier. Do it.